everyone, I'm Mrs. Kim and I want to welcome you to Mrs. Kim's Building Blocks. How are you? I am so happy that you came. Now before we begin, let's get ready. Please make sure that you have your pencil and your paper. Now if you don't have them, don't worry. I'll tell you what you can do. Pause the video, run and go get them, and then come right back. And I'll wait for you right here. Now, every day at Mrs. Kim's Building Blocks, I check my mailbox and I see who wrote to me. And I hope that you all can contact me too. Please share with me your stories and ask me your questions, and I would love to hear from you and also answer you back. So let's see who wrote to Mrs. Kim today. Oh, I do have some postcards and an envelope in here. Let's see who wrote to Mrs. Kim. Oh, wow. The first postcard that I got was from Kayla. Hi, Kayla. Thank you for writing to me. Oh, my. And the next postcard that I received is from Wesley. Hi, Wesley. Now, the last one that I received is a letter from Malachi. And it seems like he has a question for me. Let me read his letter to you. He wrote, "Dear Mrs. Kim, I love books, but I want to read for myself," he says. "Will you help me to learn how to read? Let's all learn how to read together." That sounds like a great idea. So, we can begin with a book that I have right here with us. Now this book is called Brown Bear, What Do You See? Now this is a favorite book of mine. Now books like this are made of stories, and stories are made of words. Words are made of letters, just like that we see here. And each of these letters make sounds. So when we know our letters and their sounds, we can put those sounds together to read words. So let's start by learning our letters to help Malachi and to help all of you to read and to learn more of our letters. Should we do that? That sounds like a good idea. Now let's first begin with the letter A. Do you see the letter A here? Now, A comes first in the alphabet. A comes first, A comes first. It's the very first letter that you get. A comes first, A comes first. So, A is the first letter of the alphabet. Now, the alphabet is the name for all the letters that we have. Can you say alphabet? Very good. So today, let's learn the letter A. And we're going to begin by writing the letter A. So I have my pen here. And you can write every letter in two ways. The uppercase, or the big letter, and also the lowercase, or the small letter. So here we go. Watch Mrs. Kim, and if you can, use your pencil and your paper that you have to copy what Mrs. Kim is doing so that you can write the letter A also. Very good. So here we go. We always start at the top and we draw a straight line down. And we go back to the top, draw another straight line down, and we draw a line across. And that is our uppercase, or our big A. Can you say that? A. Very nice. Now the next part we're going to do is write the lowercase a, or the small a. So we begin by moving over just a little bit, and we're going to start right here about the middle. And we're going to go around and stop, go back to the top, right where we started, and then draw a straight line down. Now that is the lowercase a or the small a. Were you able to write it down too? I hope so, because every time you write your letters, you're able to learn them even better. Okay? Sounds good. Now, as I said before, every letter makes a sound. So let's say the letter A sound now. The letter A sound is ah, 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 ah. Can you do that with me, please? Let's try that together. Ah, 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 ah. Once again. Ah, 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 ah. Very good. So the letter A makes the ah, 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 ah sound. Now, let's learn the sign language for the letter A. Now, what is sign language? What is sign language? We use sign language to say what the letter A is when we can't hear, or it also serves as a tool or a way for us to learn our letters better. So, the sign language for the letter A is just like this. Please raise your hands, just like Mrs. Kim is doing. And what we're going to do is, see these 4 fingers? We're going to curl them over just like that, okay? And then we take our thumb and we just move it on over and curl it right on top, just like that. And that is the letter A in sign language. Have you done that too with your hand? Very good. Now, I'm going to teach you a very short song for the letter A, and I hope that you can sing it along with me. And what it's going to do is this. A for apple, ah, ah, ah. Let's try that one more time before we sing it. A for apple, ah, ah, ah. Very good. Let's try that one more time before we sing it. A for apple, ah, ah, ah. Now the song goes like this, and we can also do it with this hand. Curl our fingers over, move our thumb in, and go. A for apple, ah, ah, ah. Now you sing along with me. Ready? A for apple, ah, ah, ah. Once again. A for apple, ah, ah, ah. Oh, that was marvelous. Already we learned the first letter of the alphabet, which is the letter A, just like this. We learned what it says, which is ah, 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 ah. And we also learned the sign language for the letter A, which looks just like this, and we put it all together in a nice short song. Let's sing that song one more time. Ready? A for apple, ah, ah, ah. Wow, you did a terrific job. And we're only at the first letter, but even though we have a long way to go, we're going to do it together. And that sounds like we're going to have a very good time. Alrighty? Alrighty. Now, I have something very special to share with you. Do you see this? This is my can of alphabet soup. You know what it does? It's just for the letter A. Now, when we make our alphabet soup for the letter A, we can only put in the letter A and words that begin with the letter A. So shall we see what we can put in our alphabet soup for the letter A? Let's do that right now. So Mrs. Kim is going to open up my can. Oh my, there's a lot of fun things in here. Do you want to see too? Okay, I'm going to take them all out for us to see. Oh my, look at all the wonderful things that we have here. I'm going to lay them out and then I'm going to show you. all the things that are in our alphabet soup for the letter A. Now, the first thing that we need to put in our alphabet soup for the letter A is, yes, that's right. It's the uppercase or the big A. That's the first thing that we're going to put in our alphabet soup. So let's put that in. And I think it's going to make a very good soup. Now, the second thing that we're going to put in is, yep, we're going to put in our lowercase a or the small a into our alphabet soup for the letter A. Now, what else can we put in our alphabet soup for the letter A? I wonder, because these all have to be words that begin with the letter A. The next thing that we're going to put in is apple. Apple begins with the letter A. So we're going to put the apple right into our soup. The next thing that we're going to put in our alphabet soup, which may make it taste a little funny, but it's still good for alphabet soup, is the word ant. Ant starts with the letter A, so that goes in our soup. Now, this is kind of a big thing that's going to go into our alphabet soup, and that is the word alligator. Alligator also begins with the letter A. So we're going to have the alligator chomp his way right in to the alphabet soup for the letter A. Now, this is something that I didn't tell you before, but the letter A also makes another sound. And I want you to remember this other sound too. And that sound is A. That's right. The sound that the letter A makes is its name. So the second sound that it makes is A. A, A, A. And we can find that in words like ape. Ape begins with the letter A, and that fits into our soup as well. Now, another word that begins with the letter A and also makes that A sound is acorn. Now, do you know what an acorn is? It's a special seed or a nut that grows on a very, very large tree. And many times you can see acorns on the floor or on the ground during the fall or the autumn seasons. So look for those acorns when you go on those nice walks with your family and with your friends. Now that's another nice A word that begins with the letter A. So that all can be put into our alphabet soup for the letter A. Now that sounds like that's going to be a wonderful soup. So here is our alphabet soup for the letter A. That was really nice. Now, can I teach you to do a hand play for the letter A? I hope you want to join in because this is going to be a lot of fun. And it's called 5 Little Apples. Apples start with the letter A. And I'm going to write that for you here as soon as I clean my board. Ready? 1, 2. Wow, we have a nice clean board to write with. So I'm going to write the word apple right here on the board, and I hope that you can write the word apple too. So apple starts, of course, with the letter A. Did you say the letter A? That's right. Apple starts with the letter A. I'm going to use all uppercase letters just so that you can see the word very well. But you can also write the word apple with lowercase letters just as fine. So let's begin. We're going to start with A, of course, and we write it the same way every time. So A, P, another P, L, E. That is the word apple. I hope that you could write it down too. Now I want to teach you a hand play for the letter A, and it's called 5 Little Apples. So this is how we do it. Spread it out just like this. And this is going to be our tree. And each of our fingers are just like the branches on a tree. And at the end or at the tip of each of our fingers is, guess what? Yes, it's an apple on the tip of each of our fingers. And we're going to pretend that this is our tree of 5 little apples. So I'm going to do this wordplay, and I hope that you can follow along. Ready? It says, 5 little apples hanging from a tree, looking so yummy and tasty to eat. Along came a little boy looking for a treat and grabbed an apple. Crunch, crunch. How sweet. Now there's only 4 apples. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 little apples hanging from a tree, looking so yummy and tasty to eat. Along came a little girl looking for a treat and grabbed an apple. Crunch, crunch. How sweet. Oh my, there's only 3 apples now. 1, 2, 3. 3 little apples hanging from a tree, looking so yummy and tasty to eat. Along came a mommy looking for a treat and grabbed an apple. Crunch, crunch. How sweet. Oh my, there's only 2 apples now. 1, 2. 2 little apples hanging from a tree, looking so yummy and tasty to eat. Along came a little daddy looking for a treat and grabbed an apple. Crunch, crunch. How sweet. Oh my, there's only 1 little apple hanging from the tree now. 1 little apple hanging from a tree, looking so yummy and tasty to eat. Along came you, looking for a treat, and grabbed an apple. Crunch, crunch. How sweet. No little apples hanging from a tree, looking so yummy and tasty to eat. Now that was a really fun hand play for the letter A, and we chose it because apple, the word begins with the letter A. Excellent, excellent. You're doing a great job at learning the letter A. That was so much fun. Now this is a good time to do some exercises. Now you can do some exercises while sitting down, just like Mrs. Kim, or you can stand up and do these exercises too. Okay? Alrighty, let's begin. Now the first one that we're going to do are called arm rolls. And we just do it just like this. We make 2 fists and we just turn them around, turn them around, turn them around, just like that. Now we're starting with slow arm rolls, slow arm rolls, slow arm rolls, and then we're going to do fast arm rolls, fast arm rolls, fast arm rolls. And then we're going to slow it down and do slow arm rolls, slow arm rolls, slow arm rolls. And then we're going to speed it up and do fast arm rolls, fast arm rolls, fast arm rolls. Now one last time, we're going to do slow arm rolls, slow arm rolls, slow arm rolls, and then we're going to do fast arm rolls, fast arm rolls, fast arm rolls. Very good. Now the next one that we're going to do is called the cabbage patch. And what we do is we start just like this. Put your arms just like this. We're going to row it in and move it out. Row it in and row it out. And we're going to do 5 each way. Ready? 1 cabbage patch, 2 cabbage patch, 3 cabbage patch, 4 cabbage patch, 5 cabbage patch. Now let's do it the other way. Are you ready? Okay, ready? 1 cabbage patch, 2 cabbage patch, 3 cabbage patch, 4 cabbage patch, 5 cabbage patch. Oh, wow. Now the last exercise we're going to do is called the bird fly. Now the bird fly, we begin with a very big bird, so we have to stretch out our arms and make them into very big wings that we can flap. And we're going to do 5 of them. Ready? 1 flap, 2 flap, 3 flap, 4 flap, 5 flap. Oh my, we have to become a smaller bird. But smaller birds, we have to move a little bit faster for that one. So we're going to do 5 flaps, but we're going to make them a little faster. Ready? 1 flap, 2 flap, 3 flap, 4 flap, 5 flap. Very nice. Now we're going to become a very tiny bird. Can you become a tiny bird just like this? So bring in your hands really close to your body. Now little birds, tiny birds, they have to flap really, really fast to be able to fly. So we're going to do very fast flaps. 5 of them. Ready? 1 fast flap, 2 fast flap, 3 fast flaps, 4 fast flaps, 5 fast flaps. Oh, that was very good. Can you give me 5 claps for doing such a good job? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent. Now, if you're not sitting down, then let's sit down once again and rest a little bit. And while you rest a little bit, I will read this book for you. I'm going to read the book, Brown Bear, What Do You See? Okay, so here we go. Let's open up the pages. Here we go. It says, Brown Bear, what do you see? And the brown bear says, I see a red bird looking at me. What is this red bird going to be like? Red bird, what do you see? I see a yellow duck looking at me. Yellow duck, what do you see? I see a blue horse looking at me. I've never seen a blue horse, have you? Let's take a look. Blue horse, what do you see? I see a green frog looking at me. Green frog, what do you see? I see a purple cat looking at me. A purple cat? I've never seen a purple cat. Purple cat, what do you see? I see a white dog looking at me. White dog, what do you see? I see a black sheep looking at me. Oh, look at that beautiful black sheep. Black sheep, what do you see? I see a goldfish looking at me. Goldfish, what do you see? I see a teacher looking at me. A teacher? Do you think it's Mrs. Kim? No, it's not going to be Mrs. Kim. It's going to be another teacher, and there she is. Teacher, teacher, what do you see? I see children looking at me. I wish I could see all you children. I wonder which children she will see. Look at all the children that she sees. Children, children, what do you see? Look at what they see. They see one brown bear, one red bird, one yellow duck, and one blue horse, one green frog, one purple cat, one white dog, one black sheep, one goldfish, and one teacher looking at us. That's what we see. Oh, what a fun book that was. That was a very nice book that we just read together. Now, we saw, do you remember? We saw one brown bear, just like that. We saw one red bird, just like that. We saw one yellow duck, just like this one. And then we saw one blue horse, just like this one here. And we saw one green frog. Now I'm going to clean my board. Now let's write the number 1 right here. Now remember to get out your pencil and your paper so that you can write the number 1 too. Okay? Here we go. 1 is written just like this. We start on top and we go straight down. And that is the number 1. Should we try that one more time? So we start right on the top and we go straight down. It's not that easy to always write a straight line, but the more that we practice, we're just going to get better. So let's write it one more time. We start at the top and we go straight down. And that is the number 1. But there's also another way to write the number 1. I'm going to clean my board so that we can write the word for the number 1. Ready? And I'm going to write it in all capital letters so you can see. But just like every other word, we can always write them in lowercase letters too. So this is the word for the number 1. We're going to start at the top and write O, N, and then E. O, N, E is how we spell the word 1 for the number 1. Very good. Now, I want to teach you a song today, but I've changed it a little bit because we're learning the number 1 today. Do you want to learn this song with me? Well, I want to teach you this song, One Hug a Day. Are you ready? Oh yeah, let's start. Okay, I'm going to first just say the song so that you can learn the words with me along with our hand motions. It goes like this. 1 hug a day, that's the minimum. 1 hug a day, not the maximum. Okay, so let's do that one more time. Ready? 1 hug a day, that's the minimum. 1 hug a day, not the maximum. Now those are some big words. What does it mean to say minimum? Now minimum means that's the least that we can do. So we need at least 1 hug a day. But then we also use the word maximum, and that means as much as we can do. But it says that we can do not just 1 hug a day, but we can do many hugs a day. In fact, there is no number that's too big for the number of hugs that we can have. Okay, so let's try that one more time. Ready? But this time, Mrs. Kim is going to sing it, and I hope you can sing along with me. But first, listen to Mrs. Kim, okay? One hug a day, that's the minimum. One hug a day, not the maximum. One hug a day, that's the minimum. One hug a day, not the maximum. Can you do that with me? Let's sing together. One hug a day, that's the minimum. One hug a day, not the maximum. One hug a day, that's the minimum. One hug a day, not the maximum. Okay, now the next part goes like this. Step 1, look them right in the eye. Step 2, nose to nose. Step 3, reach your arms. Step 4, you can't do any harm. Now that was a lot, so let's do that one more time, okay? It goes, step 1, look them right in the eye. Step 2, nose to nose. Step 3, reach your arms. Step 4, you can't do any harm. Now Mrs. Kim will sing it and follow along and listen, and then the second time you can sing with me too, okay? It goes, step 1, look them right in the eye. Step 2, nose to nose. Step 3, reach your arms. Step 4, you can't do any harm. One more time. Step 1, look them right in the eye. Step 2, nose to nose. Step 3, reach your arms. Step 4, you can't do any harm. Very nice. Let's put that all together in the song. Ready? Follow along with Mrs. Kim. Now let's get ready with our number 1. Okay? Let's start. One hug a day, that's the minimum. One hug a day, not the maximum. One hug a day, that's the minimum. One hug a day, not the maximum. Step 1, look them right in the eye. Step 2, nose to nose. Step 3, reach your arms. Step 4, you can't do any harm with one hug a day. That's the minimum. One hug a day, not the maximum. One hug a day. That's the minimum. One hug a day, not the maximum. Oh, that was so much fun, and you sang so well. I want to tell you how proud I am of you and how much I can tell that you are very special, very sweet, and very smart. And before we end today, I want to read to you from one of my favorite books. This book is called My ABC of God Loves Me. And we're going to do the letter A today. It says A. A is for amazing. God is amazing. He is brighter than the sun, more powerful than all of us, and He loves everyone. Let's read that one more time. A. A is for amazing. God is amazing. He is brighter than the sun, more powerful than all of us, and He loves everyone. Thank you so much for coming today, and I hope to see you tomorrow at Mrs. Kim's Building Blocks. Bye-bye. I'll miss you until tomorrow.